Thomas and Friends, Wooden Railway Originals, Episode 6, Thomas, Annie, and Clarabel. Thomas is a cheeky, fussy little engine that lives on the island of Sodor. He has his own branch line and 2 coaches named Annie and Clarabel. One morning, Thomas was puffing along his branch line with Annie, Clarabel, and Henrietta. Toby was sick in the shed. He had taken on Henry's Welsh cold that morning and was not feeling good at all. "I hope Toby feels better soon," said Thomas. "This work is really hard. There's only me, Percy, James, Henry, and Edward left to work. Toby is sick with the wrong sort of coal. Gordon broke his safety valve, and Duck is being repaired from the accident," said Thomas. "Oh, what a shame I have to do so much work around here," he said. Later, when Thomas arrived at Farnham Station, the station master was there. "Thomas, you must go to the docks immediately. Sir Topham Hatt has a special delivery for you." "Okay, sir." "You must leave your coaches here." "Okay." "An engine will be back later to pick them up." "Oh, okay." Soon Thomas was uncoupled from his coaches. Okay, he said. "I'm off," he said. "Goodbye, Thomas." "Goodbye," he said. When Thomas arrived at the docks, James and Sir Topham Hatt were there. James was just heading out with the express when Thomas puffed in. "Oh, Thomas," said Sir Topham Hatt, "glad you are here." "Oh, thank you, sir. I'm glad I'm here too." Well, we are waiting on a ship to come in." And just then, the ship did arrive. It pulled in very loudly. It pulled in. "This is blue stone," said Sir Topham Hatt. You must take this to Knapford immediately. You must go very slowly and carefully. It is very breakable," he said. "Oh, yes, sir. I will, sir," said Thomas. Soon, Cranky was unloading some of the blue rock from the ship and putting it into Thomas's freight cars. Soon Thomas's freight cars were full of the blue stone. "Thomas, you must puff very carefully and slowly," he said. Yes, you should." "Yes, I will," he peeped. "Okay, you better head off now." "Okay, sir." "Goodbye."
"I hope he doesn't break anything."
Thomas had to puff very slowly and carefully. He had to go very slow over the Sodor Stone Bridge. "Oh, so slow," he said. "I wish I had a faster train," he said as he went slowly down the hill. Ahead, he could see James at Knapford Station. "Oh, I wish he would. I hope he could wait so I can speak to him," Thomas said. But just as Thomas arrived, James had to leave. "Oh, bother," said Thomas. Soon he was uncoupled from his freight cars. But just as Thomas was leaving Knapford Station, the station master rushed out to stop him.
Hold on, Thomas. I've just gotten an urgent message from Sir Topham Hatt. You need to go to the Walsworth goods yard immediately to pick up a goods train.
"Oh, okay. Goodbye." He rushed off quickly. He knew he had a lot of work to do. When Thomas arrived at the Walsworth goods yard, he coupled up to his goods train. "I guess Edward's not here," he said. "He must be out and about doing something." Then he looked behind him as he pulled out of the goods shed. "This is the mail train," he said. "Percy is supposed to take this." Just then, just as Thomas was pulling out of Walsworth, he looked up at Gordon's Hill. There was Percy, pulling Annie and Clarabel. "My coaches! My coaches! Who does he think he is pulling my coaches? They're my coaches! My coaches! My coaches! My precious coaches! My precious!" he screamed as Edward pulled into the station.
Oh my goodness, Thomas. What a good imitation.
"Of what?" said Thomas.
Of Gollum from Lord of the Rings.
"Who?" "Gollum from Lord of the Rings." "What's Lord of the Rings?"
Well, you'll see what Lord of the Rings is at the Lord of the Rings Expo next month.
"Oh," said Thomas, "but still." My precious coaches. "Your precious coaches," said Edward. "Yeah, Percy has my coaches."
Well, you have his mail train.
"Oh," said Thomas.
"Well, I'm late," said Edward.
"Why are you late?"
"Well, I had just pulled in Knapford Station with my passengers, but I couldn't get through because of the blue rocks were there."
"Oh, that was my fault," said Thomas. "The station master didn't tell me where else to put the blue quarry cars."
Well, I had to wait for James to come in with the express. He didn't have long before he had to leave again, so he had to rush to move the quarry cars out of the way.
"He was being very kind," said Edward.
"And I would have been even later without him moving the blue quarry cars."
"Oh, that reminds me, I'm going to be late with this mail. Oh, I better go before I'll be late and the boat will sail off without me." And he rushed away quickly.
"I must get going too, or the bird watchers won't get home, and then they'll be very mad for paying high hotel fees on Sodor."
Thomas and Edward rushed in Brandon Station. Edward's passengers had enough time to get out of the coaches and jump on board the boat, which was still there and ready to set sail. Soon Edward's passengers were loaded onto the boat, and Cranky was loading up the mail from Thomas's mail train. It was very hard work, and soon the boat set sail. "Phew, that was close," said Thomas.
"Yes, it was," said Edward. "Well, we better leave before we're late for another thing."
"Yeah," said Thomas. And they rushed away again.
That night at the sheds, the engines were talking when Percy popped in.
Why did you take my coaches? Said Thomas. Why did you take my goods train? Said Percy.
My coaches, my coaches, my coaches, my precious coaches.
My goodness, Thomas. Still one great impression, said Edward. I have to agree, said Henry.
Yeah, me too.
Impression of what? The Lord of the Rings as Gollum. Duh. Okay, whatever. I'm going to sleep. And soon all of the other engines did. Hey guys, this is Mainline Engine 2. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And remember to comment and rate this video, and to subscribe to my channel, and to look at my Facebook page. Yeah, the link will be in the description, and it will have updates of my series and my reviews, and I hope you have a great day, and I will see you later. Goodbye.